Today I'm going to share my initial thoughts on the Koala SewComfort Chair along with how to put it together. And this chair was provided to me by Baby Lock. As you know, if you've been following me for a while, I'm a Baby Lock brand ambassador. Are you ready? Let's get going. I'm going to share my first impressions of the Koala Studios SewComfort Chair. It's a sewing studio chair that is also just a pretty awesome, comfortable chair. So I'm going to share a little bit of the website for a minute, just so you can see. So the particular, first of all, there's 4 different options for the fabric on the chair. The one that I got is called Sapphire. There is also a few other options. There is wine, there is jade, and there is mocha. So you can get a color that coordinates with your room or just that you like. That's kind of how I did it. And then I got the Asian golden teak bottom. You can also get gray oak, white, Brazilian cherry, or North American oak, and you can sort of see them again on the bottom here. So you have a lot of different customization options, and it's also adjustable and it has lumbar support. Okay, so we're going to start with the base, and then we're going to put the nail cover piece on. And you can see that there are sections for each leg, so you want to slide it down over the leg. The next piece is the footrest, and you need to make sure that it says that all the holes are facing down. So if you look underneath, you can see there's some holes. You want to make sure those are facing down. So then you're going to insert this piston. There's actually a really small and hard to read note on this that says take out before use. So don't use that. Okay, so the next piece is the bottom of the chair. And you're supposed to locate these 4 screw holes that are at the bottom of the chair and line up the metal bracket with those holes, okay? And then you're going to ultimately attach them. So can see there's sort of 2 up here and 2 down here, and yep, that seems to be the right distance. And I'm just going to check the screws to see what type of screws they are, so I know what type of screwdriver. Okay, so we have these. I'm going to use the electrical, so I'm just going to cut the sound for a minute while I do that. Okay, so I've screwed in all those pieces, and you also need to tighten the chair controls with a screwdriver before this next part. So for the next part, you're going to put the seat, this piece of the seat, onto the piston and making sure that it's all the way down. That's all the way down. And our next piece is to install the seat back. And that's going to slide right into here. And when you pick up the seat back, you will see it has this post, and that's going to slide right into that spot. So then you're going to gently put the peg here, hammer that in. This knob back here is for adjusting lumbar support, and you can turn it in both directions. So once you have the chair assembled, which I do now, I feel like this is the part of the video that should have the soaring classical music because I was able to assemble it. So I didn't really think about how difficult it was going to be to have me and the chair in the video at the same time when I started this. But here it is, we're together, I'm sitting sideways. But let me tell you a couple things that I like about this chair just right off the bat. First of all, I love that I can pick so many different styles, but that they're somewhat subtle. A lot of sewing chairs that I've seen are sort of, for lack of a better term, they're a little bit sort of tacky fabrics. I feel like in this post-COVID era, a lot of us are working from home or doing video calls from home, and it's really nice to have a chair that just looks like a normal chair, even though it can be customized into the colors you like and so on. I'm going to tell you that sitting in it, you can adjust the back, which I'm actually going to do a little bit for the lumbar support, but it really feels nice against the back. It's really firm. I will show you how far up the chair comes on my back, but that's just because I haven't raised the height. You can raise the height of the back, or if you want, I have it right now at the lowest. I'm kind of short, so that works for me, but that might not work for everyone. Same thing, I'm pretty short. I'm 5'3" for reference, and I have the height adjusted so that I'm just sitting with my feet touching the ground and my knees flat. It's very comfortable. I can totally work in this chair all day, either for sewing or working, like general working. The fabric has a really nice feel to it. It's not that kind of, even though it's textured, it's not that kind of uncomfortable texture. I'm actually wearing a pair of shorts right now, and it feels comfortable against the part of my legs that are bare. So that's nice. And it's not too sticky, so I can imagine right now it's pretty chilly. I'm in Vermont, it's October, but I can imagine when we get to June or July that I'll be able to sew pretty comfortably on this chair also. So I gotta say, I really like it. It's just pretty. I mean, between the finishes and the wood finish, I love the footrest because I do often rest my feet, so that's right there. And I love how easy it was to put together. So I'm really enjoying the SewComfort chair. I think, as I mentioned, you can adjust the height both for your own comfort, just in sitting, but also depending on your sewing machine table. So I know some people have tables that are higher, shorter, so you can adjust the height for that as well. You can adjust the back for the lumbar support, so you can have it sort of more straight or tilted a little bit. You can adjust the seat height. So as I mentioned, as a short person, I'm comfortable with the seat being kind of all the way down, but I know for a lot of other people that are taller, they'd rather have it gone up. You can choose your finish for the bottom and for the seat cover, and I like the styles, and I think it looks more attractive than most sewing chairs that I've seen out there that just look kind of chintzy and like you wouldn't necessarily have them in another part of your home. Whereas this, I think you could use it also if you have a home office or just, you know, as a nice cushy chair. So that's my initial take on the Koala SewComfort Chair. If you have questions about the chair, about how it was put together, whether it's still comfortable, all of those good things, feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Have a wonderful day.